Ronin Bridge Heist. The $625 million ghost story. In 2022, Axie Infinity was the king of the play-to-earn world. Millions of players were battling digital monsters to earn real money, and the project had become a multi-billion-dollar ecosystem. But on a quiet day in March, the dream hit a wall. In a single surgical strike, $625 million in cryptocurrency was drained from the Ronin Bridge, the vital connector that allowed players to move their assets between the game and the Ethereum blockchain. It was the largest decentralized finance heist in history, and it was executed with the precision of a state-sponsored military operation. The vulnerability was not in the blockchain itself, but in the bridge's architecture. To function, the Ronin bridge relied on 9 validator nodes to approve transactions. The developers believed that by requiring 5 out of 9 signatures to move funds, the system was secure. They were wrong. The hackers, identified as the elite North Korean cyber army known as the Lazarus Group, didn't need to break the code. They used sophisticated phishing techniques to compromise 4 of the Ronin validators and managed to snag a 5th signature from a third-party partner. With those 5 keys, they held the master key to the vault. What followed was a terrifying display of efficiency. While the world of crypto was busy discussing the latest game updates, the hackers were systematically liquidating hundreds of millions in Ethereum and USDC. For days, the network didn't even realize the money was gone. When the theft finally surfaced, the shock was total. It wasn't just a loss of capital. It was a devastating blow to the credibility of the entire Web3 gaming sector. The funds weren't just stolen. They were funneled into complex mixing services to hide their origin, eventually being used to bolster the very regime that trained the hackers. This heist serves as a chilling lesson for every investor. The decentralization often promised by these platforms is frequently an illusion, hidden behind a small number of centralized servers or human-controlled keys. If a protocol relies on a small group of validators, you aren't trusting math, you are trusting a handful of individuals who can be coerced, phished, or compromised. The aftermath left thousands of players wondering if their investments were safe, and it forced the entire industry to reckon with the reality that bridges are the Achilles heel of crypto. Today, while the ecosystem has rebuilt, the Ronin hack remains a permanent scar on the history of decentralized gaming. It proves that in the digital Wild West, the most dangerous exploit isn't always in the software. It's in the assumption that you are secure when you aren't. If you want to know how to identify these risks before they turn into catastrophes, my full breakdown is available in my private Telegram. Join us and stop gambling with protocols you don't fully understand.